This is my new favorite offense in College Football 26. It is some of the most annoying plays in the game, it beats every defense, and it's forcing my opponents to rage quit. And today, I'm going to show you exactly where to find it, how to run it, and I'm going to take it into an online head-to-head game so you can see it in action. If you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell for when we drop new videos. With that, let's get into it. Now today, we're going to be looking at the Indiana offensive playbook in College Football 26, and specifically the formation Y-off trips. And as always, if you want access to this full scheme with even more unstoppable setups and one-play touchdowns, you can find that on WinCollegeFootball.com. Now let's get to the first play. All right, so the first play we're going to take a look at is RPO read Y flat. Now this is the best RPO in College Football 26. It is so hard to defend this because you have to worry about it on literally every snap. So there's a couple things you need to know. First of all, we're always going to run this play with our trips to the wide side of the field. So you can see here the ball's close to the left hash mark. We've got our trips, which is Y, RB, and B. They're to the side of the field with more grass on it. Pretty simple. Now, again, this is the best RPO in the game, but it does have a tell to it. It actually has two tells to it, but the first tell is this play comes out with the wide receivers much closer to the offensive line than most of the plays in this formation. So if I just go ahead and audible to halfback dive, for example, you're going to see now look how far out the receivers are versus if they're an RPO read Y flat. So there is a little bit of a tell to it. The other tell is you can see that on this play, the tight end is the Y receiver. If I were to go to a normal passing play or even a different run play, he changes to the A receiver. And you might be thinking, that's not a tell, that's only on our side of the football that we can see that. Well, not actually, because if I were to just pull up the man coverage menu, for example, here on defense, you can see right now, if I man up this player to the tight end, he's the Y player. And if I were to change to this, now he's the A player. So that's a dead giveaway that you're in an RPO, and specifically this RPO is most likely what you're going to be in. So let me reset this here. And what we're going to do here, though, is we're literally going to come out, we're going to hold down the right trigger, and we're going to hit up on the right stick to display our play art and the defensive read keys. So the defensive read keys are M, R, and P. They're the little icons over their defensive players' heads. And we're looking for first the icon with the P over their head. If you ever see your opponent come out in a play where the P is on a deep safety like it is here, and this is just a stock cover 3, you're going to see that a lot, or on a middle linebacker, you can almost guarantee yourself that you can just quick throw this tight end flat route for an easy 10-15 yards. It is so hard to guard this because you have to be in certain defenses to stop this. So again, we're going to show the defensive play art. We see the read keys on the safety. We're just going to snap the football, and we're going to quickly just chuck this out to our tight end. We're going to gain 10-15 yards on it. It is so difficult to defend because, again, every single snap you have to be worried about that. Now, next, let's just say they come out in something different. Like here's the cover 2. You're going to see that the read key is now on the slot corner. Now, this does not mean we can't throw the flat route. It just means we have to make a read on it. So if he starts to back up when we snap the football, we can still throw the flat route. If he starts to bite down, then we need to either hand it off or keep it with our quarterback, which we'll get to in a second on how to do that. But you're going to see here, he kind of backs off, but then he bites down. He does play that pretty decently, right? So again, that's your first read, though. You're looking to see, is that P icon on a middle linebacker or is he on a deep safety? If he is, we're going to look to throw this RPO flat every single time. Now, there are a couple other things that you can look for with this. First of all, sometimes your opponent's user will try to come down and they will just try to manually take away this RPO. And you can see here, if we just show this, the read key is now on their user. One really unique thing that you couldn't do last year in college football, you can do this year, is you can hot route the tight end to a streak route. So essentially what I'm saying is we can now snap the football and there's going to be nobody in the middle of the field for us to just hit this right up the middle. This is going to potentially go for a big play or a one-play touchdown even. This is a really annoying feature because, again, a lot of players will not know how to defend this, so they'll just bring their user down here, and then we're just going to hit them with a simple streak route to the tight end, and we're going to pick up, again, some big yards, potentially even a one-play score on it. Now, the other option here is if we don't like what we see with the read key, let's just go, for example, go to that Tampa 2 again. Then we can look to either hand the football off to the running back, or we can keep it with our quarterback. So how do we do that? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to read the guy with the R over his head. And very simply, if he stands straight up when the ball is snapped, then we're just going to hand it off to the running back, because if he stands straight up, that signifies that he's playing the quarterback on the read option. And if he bites down, attacking the running back, we're going to hold the A button on Xbox, which is the X button on PlayStation, to keep it with our quarterback, and then we're going to run. But we're going to just go QB option here. There we go. And we'll snap the football, hand it off. And you can see now we're just going to be able to take that up the middle. Now, bad run stick because I'm using 2 controllers, but that's how you hand it off. You literally just press nothing, and it'll hand it off to the running back. Now, let's do the opposite. I'm going to play option running back here, and you're going to see this read key is now going to attack the running back super hard. I'm going to hold down the A button on Xbox, which is the X button on PlayStation. That's going to allow me to take off with my quarterback. Again, the faster the quarterback you have, the better this is, but it's still viable, especially down in the red zone. So that's RPO read by flat. Like I said, it is the best RPO in the game. You can make that quick read with the P defender, and you're looking to throw this tight end flat route. That tight end flat route is going to give your opponent absolute nightmares. All right, now we're going to look at the play all go. And this is a great counter to RPO read by flat, because this is just going to destroy any type of zone defense that our opponent tries to run. Like, it is so good, and it's so difficult to defend if you want to sit in any type of zone coverage. So to set this up, we want to make sure, again, our trips are to the wide side of the field. So our A, R, B, and B player, they're to the side of the field with more grass on it. And we're going to simply curl route our running back, and we're going to comeback route our outside receiver. So this is what the play art should look like before you snap the football. Now, against any type of zone coverage, we're going to have some simple reads here. I'm going to start against a Tampa 2. So we're going to go to Tampa 2. And again, if you don't know how to read defenses pre-snap, this is like the #1 skill you can have in college football, especially at the lower levels and mid levels. I do have a video on it that you can check out. It's on the YouTube page. It's from the beginning of the college football season. But what we're going to do here is we see 2 high deep safeties and the outside corners playing about 5 yards off. We're thinking cover 2. So what we're going to look for is we're going to read this mid read in the middle of the field. If he sinks back, we're going to hit the running back on the curl route. If he bites down, we're going to have a 1-play touchdown to our seam streak by RB. So I'm going to go ahead and snap the football here. He's sinking back. Cool. We're going to take our free 10-15 yards on the simple running back hitch route, force our opponent to guard it. If your opponent wants to give you a free 10 to 15 yards, you take it every single time. Now, let's just say they go Tampa 2. And what's going to happen is your opponent is absolutely going to get sick of you hitting this running back on the little curl route over and over and over again. So they're going to bite down. They're going to say, you know what, I'm going to manually guard that with my user. And then you're going to hit them right over the top for a big play and potentially a 1-play score to that RB receiver on the seam streak. It is a really annoying play to guard if you ever want to sit in any type of cover 2 defense, because that 2-route combo just absolutely destroys it. Now, what about other defenses? Let's start with a cover 3, right? So this guy is key. You want to make sure that you're paying attention to their user. But what you're going to do is against the cover 3 defense, again, you're going to set this up exactly the same. You're going to curl route your running back. You're going to come back route your B receiver. Excuse me, against any type of other zone coverage, you're first looking to RB. Now, against cover 3, a stock cover 3, or against match, you're going to see that he's going to get bumped. And after he gets bumped, a lot of the times, you're just going to have this quick little seam streak that you can throw in there for an easy 10 to 15 yards, right? So you're just looking for that bump. Now, I will tell you that against like the CPU, a lot of the times the CPU's hook curl will go and play that. So let me just show this real quickly here. If you try to throw this and the CPU comes and plays that, then it does become a little bit of a tighter window, but you can still complete it. You're just making sure that their user doesn't immediately sprint over there to try to take that away. And if they do sprint over there, you still have that running back on the curl route that you can hit. So let's just snap this football here. Let's just say they sprint over there. Cool. Running back on the curl route is still there, so don't forget about it. All right. Now, let's just do the cover 3 again, but let's shade down, right? So shade down their coverage. We're going to do the exact same thing. Comeback route on B, and we're going to put our running back on a curl route. Now, we're not going to get bumped here. So you're always looking to RB first. because if he doesn't get bumped, this can still just be a quick throw and you can just throw it immediately. And again, you can throw this against any type of either cover 3 or cover 4. So again, let's go to a cover 4. I just want to show it to you. I'm going to shade it down. Very popular defense. You're going to see a lot of people running that online, but you're still going to be able to just quick throw this in this window, even against a cover 4 defense. So you're looking for RB, look for him. You can have that for quick throws against most zone coverages. Now, what if he gets bumped and their user just does a great job over the middle of the field? Well, this is where this comeback route by B is so good, because if your RB receiver ever gets bumped, let's just say he's getting bumped out of a stock cover 3 here, then that curl flat is never going to get far enough to the outside, because we get just yelled at, so let's do it again. But he's never going to get far enough to the outside to actually guard that B defender. So we snap the football. You're going to see we're going to have this comeback route that we can now hit for an easy, again, 15, 20 yards-ish. And even against match, the same thing is going to work. So again, we're going to just go to match coverage. I'm just going to show it here. They run true cover 4 quarters or palms. You're going to see that that RB player, again, is going to get bumped. And now you're still going to have this comeback route on the outside that you can complete for 15 to 20 yards. So again, it's a super annoying route combo, because as long as you're able to make like these simple reads, right? You're looking to RB, like he gets bumped. Oh, we still have the gap, so we're just going to fit it in there. Or he gets bumped. I know that I can essentially throw that outside comeback route against any type of zone coverage. It doesn't matter. It should work against man even. But also you got that high-low with the running back on the curl or the seam streak to RB. And then the final thing I want to show you is if they shade down any zone defense, it doesn't matter cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, you also will have an opportunity to throw this tight end on the crosser that you can hit in that window. Now we got a bad throw by Mendoza there, but it doesn't matter the defense. Like let's go cover 2, for example. We'll shade it down. Any type of shaded down zone defense, you're going to be able to throw this. So again, boom, their user gets occupied over the middle. We're just going to now hit this tight end crosser, and we're going to pick up some big yards. So again, this is just one of the best zone beating plays in the entire game. It just works so well with this scheme and keeps our opponent guessing and forces them to essentially play a specific style of defense to try to stop us. All right, now we're going to look at the play rub Z under. Now, this is a play that we did out of a different offense earlier in the year. I think it was out of the Duke offensive playbook. It is so good. It beats everything, and it's super simple to set up. So again, what you're going to make sure you do is make sure your trips are to the wide side of the field. And to set it up, we're going to drag route our tight end, and then we're going to seam streak, or just streak, I guess, the middle trips receiver by RB. Now, I just want to point this out. This is something that you can do. You don't have to, but the first read on this play can technically be the seam streak. Because again, if they're in cover 3 or cover 4 and this is open, just take it. Like, you can just always look to that. And if it's there, just take it. Now, other than that, this is a universal beater. It's going to beat man. It's going to beat zone. It's going to beat everything. So here is a cover 3, but essentially the rules apply no matter what coverage they're in. It doesn't matter cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. If they do not shade their coverage down, right? So here's a cover 3 stock. It's not shaded down. You're always just going to look to this tight end drag route as we get the ball swatted down, but that tight end drag route is going to be there. So again, we'll just run cover 3. This is a cloud flat, so they're not shading down here. We're going to snap the football, and we should have this for easy yards. Again, take our free 5 to 7 yards. Force your opponent to shade down to guard that. Now, when they start shading down, let me just get the user off of there. Again, doesn't matter the zone coverage. If they start shading down, you're then going to still look to that tight end, but now you're going to have this backside post route that you're going to have against any zone coverage that's shaded down. So it's a really simple concept, right? If they don't shade down, take the tight end drag. If they do, then you're going to have the backside post route. Like it's that easy. So let's go cover 3. Let's just say they shade down and their user takes the backside post route. So I'm just going to man this guy up to simulate that. That would be the worst case scenario, right? So we snap it, he guards the backside post. Well, then we just have this in route that ends up just in a sweet spot. So wherever their user vacates, that little in route should be there that we can hit kind of as a late read. Okay, so that's any type of zone that you can just do what I showed you. Now let's go to man. I'm gonna start with a cover 1. Same thing, nothing changes. Drag route tight end, streak route RB, snap the football. The drag route should almost always beat man coverage. Tight end drag routes are probably the best route in the entire game. So if they want to play man defense, we're going to hit that tight end drag a lot. Like, it's really hard to guard that. And then I also want to show you that this backside in route, as we go to cover 2 man here, will also beat man coverage. So just for example, you can snap the football. You got X is wide open, B is wide open, like just everybody's open. I just tried to hang on to the football so you guys could see it here, but everybody is wide open in man coverage. Like, this was cover 2 man. It's going to be the most popular defense you see online, but the drag route is open. He's kind of a pass to the outside. He's probably the most covered. The post route just absolutely fries his guy in cover 2 man. Boom, he's open. And then also this backside in route just destroyed the press coverage here. And we can have him over the middle of the field too. So again, this just beats zone, it beats man, it beats a little bit of everything, just giving you an opportunity to essentially move the ball up and down the field at will against your opponent. Now let's take this into an online head-to-head gameplay so you can see it in action. And as a reminder, if you want access to this full scheme, you can find it on WinCollegeFootball.com. All right, looks like we're gonna get the ball first, so hopefully we're able to just get an easy win here, right? Always like the stress-free win. So I'm gonna not take this out, even though it's probably better to be on a hash mark, but no big deal. All right, so again, we're just gonna immediately show the defensive play art. So this is probably a cover 3. They do have a slot corner on the right side, so a little bit worried about it, but we're gonna look to throw the RPO here. And you can see we're able to pick up some pretty decent yards, and we're moving the chains a little bit here, right? So we're getting to 2nd and short, and that'll get us in a little better position for our next play. So I'm gonna just test the run defense for my opponent here real quickly, and just see what he's got. And guy came in free off the edge, so I think we need to just shift our blocking just a little bit there. And I had him, but for some reason it wouldn't let me throw it. So we're just gonna do that again. I had the guy wide open exactly who I wanted, and it literally just would not let me throw the football. So different defense here by our opponent. He does not, but we got the comeback route. Still in a cover 3. Good play. So I don't know if our opponents switched up their defense or just switched up their formation a little bit. Essentially, we're gonna make the read here. Yep, guys wide open, and this RPO should pick up some really nice yards for us. Good game. And it ended up being man. Had to throw it away. Got a flag. And we'll just take the running back check down here. That running back check down turns into a score. Again, take your check downs. They're worth it. It just gives you easy reads and potential. Just, you can break tackles and get in the end zone on it. So again, good play there. A little bit of a shaky first drive. We're still trying to figure out his defense a little bit, but as we become a little bit more familiar with it, it's going to get a lot easier as the game goes on. He's got a little RPO of his own. We're all over it. All right, good defense. Oh, he took his little check down too. All right, 4th down though. Yeah, all right, good play. And this guy's got screens and RPOs even more than we do. Yeah, he just beat us on the RPO. All right, good play. I'm gonna take this one out just to get on a hash mark here. And we didn't really get one, but at least close to a hash mark. And great yards on 1st down. That'll take us to the 2nd quarter. Last time he gave us this look, it was just a man defense. So we're reading the tight end and then the post and then the in route. We'll peek to RB, but probably won't have it. Okay, perfect. His user was in massive conflict there. Great, look at that. Both of those routes, the in route and the post route, just destroyed man. He picked the post, we threw the in route, had him over the middle. So this is man coverage again. And again, I'm gonna just force him to, it actually was a cover 3. That's why it was open. I'm gonna force him to guard that RPO though. Oh, he switch sticked. Take the running back check down again. It's a good switch stick by him. Again, left the RPO there. He's got to worry about that on every single snap. I'll just hand this off. I should have kept that with the quarterback. I would have walked into the end zone. Just get the first down. Good little run, but if he does go man, we'll have him. And we'll take it. A little bit of a tight window there, but we'll take it. It's a touchdown. It's always hard because you're trying to work a little bit of clock, so you don't want to take end zone shots all the time, but sometimes you just have to. Comeback route. Get caught on a defensive lineman. That's good defense. He went RPO. That's good defense. I'm going to make that tackle, but that was good defense. That's okay. All right, good first half. We're up 4. One chance at a kickoff return, I guess. Oh boy. Oh boy. Get wheels. Get wheels. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Love that. Yeah, that's what should have happened on when he threw that RPO against us in man coverage before. Oh, good tackle. Look at that defensive lineman go nuts. All right, I got nobody on the running back, so I got to go get him. He blocked him. Good defense. Let's go. 4th down. All right, watching for comeback routes here. Let's go. All right. I had a purple zone over there. He threw it over the purple zone. He did not, but we got the B receiver. Good catch. I didn't think we were going to catch that for a second. And we're in. Let's go. Ooh. Pop him right there. Looking for an RPO. Okay, no RPO. This is still okay. Not worried about it. Yeah, he wanted to throw that running back. I switched to go over there and take it. Good throw. Ooh, all right. Again, that's okay. All the clock is going away here. Good defense. 4th down. Let's go. Good D. And it looks like he might be out of here. See if he is. All right, GG's is the opponent. But again, full offense, and that includes everything that we do in the full game plan, is on WinCollegeFootball.com. Go check it out. Now, this offense is great, and you're going to score a lot of points. But in order to get better at the game, you have to get stops as well. So if you like this video, you should check out this video next, where I show you the most unstoppable defense in College Football 26.